Hi, Lauren. Thanks again for agreeing to join me today to learn a little bit about tactile medical. I want to talk about a chronic disease that's largely understudied, barely touched upon in medical school. Patients suffer in silence and often goes undiagnosed. There is no cure for it, but there is hope. Let's look at the number 2.7 million. That's 2.7 million Americans combined that are affected with muscular dystrophy, MS, Parkinson's disease, and AIDS. Now take almost double that 2.7 million and we get to 5 million Americans that are affected by lymphedema. Of those 5 million, about 10% receive a diagnosis. More than 600,000 people are referred to therapy for it, but many of them won't go. I want us to look at something. Do you often see patients that have chronic swelling, edema, CVI, and wounds like this? Definitely. Okay, yeah, these patients sometimes fall under the cracks. We see this. I want to talk to you about the FlexiTouch system that Tactile Medical offers. So the FlexiTouch system has 16 different treatment options and is fully customizable. What we're going to talk about today, because we always say gravity is not our friend, always pulls everything down, we're going to talk about the full leg accessory and then the trunk accessory. That's going to be about a 60-minute treatment, and we do have bilateral, so both legs. And what I really like about this is all of the FlexiTouch can be used in the comfort of someone's home. They can be watching TV, talking on the phone to a family member or a friend, or reading a book, and they're in this treatment. We also have the full leg treatment with not the trunk, and that's going to be about 45 minutes. And then for 30 minutes, we have the calf and the foot accessory. What really makes the FlexiTouch so prominent is that it's the most clinically studied and proven product in the market. There's 32 different curved chambers on this, and it's going to be pushing about 2 to 3 seconds of pressure and moving that fluid up. And it's directing the fluid away from the inflicted areas into the lymph nodes that can properly function. It stimulates lymphatic function, and it significantly reduces edema and volume size. I do want to show you some numbers. So there's a 79% reduction in cellulitis when patients use the FlexiTouch. And as we both know, cellulitis, once you get it once, you can get it multiple times. There's a 54% reduction in inpatient hospitalization visits, a 40% reduction in outpatient hospitalization visits, and then a 34% reduction in physical therapy visits. What all that equates to is about a 37% cost savings for insurance companies when patients are using the FlexiTouch. 3 things I really like to point out are we have a 96% patient satisfaction rate. 88% of our patients experience limb volume reduction, and 85% of our patients said that their quality of life improved. When we're talking about quality of life, we're talking about their own image, how much they could walk around the house. I just had a client when I was leaving his apartment the other day. He didn't really break a smile much of the day. We were just talking, and then as soon as I'm leaving, he's like, "Look how skinny my leg looks." And that was after 20 minutes of using the FlexiTouch system. I do want to show you one thing. We do have a client's testimony here. So this right here on this side is going to be what his swelling looked like before using the FlexiTouch. Just 2 months after using the FlexiTouch system, you can already see the reduction in limb size right there. Thank you, Lauren, for being part of that. One thing, a side note that we didn't do today, and you and I had discussed the importance of it, and then I left it in my binder when I left your car, mostly just because I was so excited for the opportunity, and we got lost in the conversation of how I really felt like I was a good fit, was the importance of thank you notes. So here was the thank you note I wrote you, and I said, "Dear Lauren, Thank you for giving me the time to experience the day-to-day operations of a tactile medical product specialist. With this time, I've learned a great deal of insight. I'm even more excited to begin the journey with Tactile Medical as I find this company a great place to be in my career. After I got out of the car with you, Lauren, it was so much more than that. And I'm sorry I didn't give you the thank you card, but I feel that I can give you such a better thank you face to face or video to video. I was amazed today. I was amazed with Jim's reaction to us when we visited him in the house, just seeing the fulfillment of us being able to help someone. I was amazed with the opportunity to see Tom present to a doctor that wanted to hear the clinical study, the fact that we had the JVSA statistic, and the fact that he had gone through an audit, I think was so important to connecting with him. And then finally, just how when we met with Jessica and she talked about wanting the best for her patient, I think that's really what we're here for, and that's why I want to join your team so much, is because you get to make a direct impact on somebody's life by getting them the proper care, the Flexi Touch system that's going to help them, even if it's the Entree system going through Medicare. We're helping somebody's quality of life improve, and I would be honored to join your team. Thank you.